Hello YouTubers and random Captain Underpants fans, and welcome to part 3 of your guide on how to get an entire Captain Underpants collection. If you haven't seen my first 2 parts, there'll be links to them in the description below. So, we start off with an issue that was released in 2010. Sorry if you hear meowing, that's just my cat. The Adventures of Gluk, Kung Fu Caveman from the Future. Sort of like Super Diaper Baby. Tippy writes them the way they think George and Harold would have read them. I haven't opened this book a lot, so kind of force it open. But, yeah. At the back of this book, it says that, I probably can't show it to you, but it says that there's supposed to be an Gluk Jr. Kung Fu Cave Kids in outer space. And we haven't heard any information about it since. We have no idea when it's going to come out. Actually, there are many different books that snuck its way into the back of some other books, and we still have no idea when they're going to come out. I think there's 4, and if you want to see them, then you can go into my YouTube channel, that little thing that says Carolou744 below this video. You click on that, and then it should be the the second from the bottom of the list of videos. I don't know, just look at my YouTube channel. It's called Captain Underpants Books We're Still Waiting For, so yeah. Moving on to this. That was actually my last book that I'm probably going to get that's not going to be hardcover, because since this book came out, I've been kind of getting them. Well, I don't know, but anyway, Super Diaper Baby 2, The Invasion of the Potty Snatchers, a sequel to Super Diaper Baby 1, The Adventures of Super Diaper Baby. This one is about a man who accidentally turns himself into water, and then his cat gets thirsty and drinks him up, and then does their natural business that everyone does, and he gets turned into, let's just say, number 1. Released in 2012, we've got a heavy book, Captain Underpants and the Captain Underpants and the Terrifying Return of Tippy Twinkle Travelers. And this is the longest Captain Underpants book ever released, as of 2014 releases anyway. So, yeah, this pretty much isn't really about Tippy Twinkle Travelers. It's more about how George and Harold met, pretty much. There's this little scene with Tippy Twinkle Trousers, and then he goes back in time, but before they can tell you that story, they have to tell you this story about how George and Harold met, and then Tippy Twinkle Trousers activates the butterfly effect, where the idea of you going back in time to the Mesozoic era and swatting a fly could cause massive changes in the present day. Only, it's not just Tippy Twinkle Trousers goes back in time and swats a bug and then he comes back and the world is destroyed. They actually explain how him going back in time caused a chain reaction of events that eventually lead to the world being destroyed. Like, they actually explain it. It's not just like, I squashed a bug, now the world has changed. It actually talks about how he changed the past in a certain way that caused a chain reaction that caused the world to be destroyed. But in order for you, it starts about here, where in order for you to laugh at the series, you really need to read the past books. Otherwise, you're not going to get the jokes or the flashbacks or whatever. Moving on, released in 2013, Captain Underpants and the Revolting Revenge of the Radioactive Robo Boxers, Book 10, where Tippy Twinkle Trousers, Captain Underpants, George, Harold, and their pets, Crackers and Sulu, go through time and do a whole bunch of stuff. And major spoiler alert up here. If you don't want me to spoil the end of this book, fast forward to the few, 15 seconds or so of this video. Okay, well, if you haven't read it yet and you're still watching, then don't say that I didn't tell you so. Crackers and Sulu die in this book. Moving on to, also released in 2013, soon after this book was released, The Adventures of Captain Underpants, now in full color. This is similar to the original release and the collector's edition release, only it's in full color. And also with the book, we have a little comic based on how Dave Pilkey got the idea to start the Captain Underpants series. And get this, it's in full color too. How convenient. And then released in the early 2014, you've got Captain Underpants and the Attack of the Talking Toilets now in full color, which is, get this, in full color. And at the back we have a mini comic about George and Harold's, or one of George and Harold's first comic book series. Well, their very first comic book series, but not their very first comic. And get this, it's in full color. Moving on. Released in 2014 again, specifically August 26th, 2014, we have Captain Underpants and the Tyrannical Retaliation of the Turbo Toilet 2000. I got this book in like 2 days, like 2 days after it was released. Like the day that it was released, the exact day that it was released, August 26th, I was kind of busy at the time. And then the next day I woke up and I was like, oh snap, I forgot to pick up this book. So then I ran to Chapters, grabbed an issue, and then here it is. I read it. It was good. I read the whole thing in like 2 hours, and I kind of felt bad afterwards. I wish that I would have saved it for a while, but anyway. I don't know when you're watching this. Like this video if you're watching in 2017. Moving on. It snuck its way onto Amazon.com. It said that it was going to be released in 2015, but it was actually released in the final days of 2014. I saw it on Amazon, I saw it on Wikipedia, it said it was going to be released in 2015. And then I was walking in Chapters one day, it was like New Year's Eve, and I saw an issue and I was like, wait a minute, it's not even 2015 yet. And then, and then this guy came by, I guess he was joking around, and then he started, like, saying, all Captain Underpants books are 30% off. I guess he was trying to trick me into thinking that it was my conscience or something, but anyway, I decided, well, hey, this is one of the 2 issues that I'm missing. The other one was being Captain Underpants and the Attack of the Talking Toilets Collector's Edition, which I already have, and I reviewed in part 2. But anyway, so, this is called Captain Underpants and the Invasion of the Incredibly Naughty Cafeteria Ladies from Outer Space and the Subsequent Assault of the Equally Evil Luncheon Zombieers now in full color. Wow, I can't believe that I actually said that in one breath. And get this, it's in full color. And then we have one of George and Harold's earliest comic books ever at the back. And get this, it's in full color. Great. And that's it. Those are 22 Captain Underpants books. Go on, watch all 3 parts again and count them. There's 22. Yep, there's 22. 11 regular Captain Underpants books, 2 Super Diaper Baby, 3 collector's editions, 1 Ook and Gluk, 3 full color editions, and I think that's it, yeah. So, yeah, I think that the next book that's going to be released is Captain Underpants and the Sensational Saga of Sir Stinkslaw, and it's only a few months away. It's going to be released in August 2015. I'm not sure what the exact date is. But anyway, not to worry. If you really like this, then I might produce a part 4. But it may take a while. Like, in the year, like, 2019, there may be, like, 10 new books that have came out, and I may just make a quick video of part 4. Or you may actually be watching this in a time where part 4 is already a video. I don't know. Time travel. It's complicated. But hey there. So, I hope that you enjoyed my new video. If you did or if you did not, then you can leave your opinion on the video down in the comments below. And you could also spread your opinion in short form just by simply hitting the like button or dislike button. However, if I were to give you any recommendation, I would suggest that you would hit the like button. Just, you know, just for no reason or anything. But anyway, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you want more videos like this. And I'll see you next week with a brand new video.